They are game changers indeed, but it's hard to know exactly how many Canadians suffer sports-related concussions every year. That's because concussions are not always easy to diagnose. But when you get up close and personal with a brain, it's not hard to see why it's so fragile or why taking a concussion seriously is so important. Kelly Crow takes us there.
Ever wonder what your brain looks like? It looks like Jell-O. Just ask this brain surgeon. If you were in surgery looking at a brain, it would look a lot like this?
It would, except it would be a little pinker.
Does it really shake like that?
And just like that, the brain actually shakes.
If the brain shakes hard enough, you'll have a concussion. You don't even have to hit your head. That's why a helmet won't stop a concussion. Helmets will prevent the skull from cracking, but they won't stop the brain from shaking.
If I put a helmet around here and I hit it, it's still going to move.
Dr. Doug Richards sees a lot of concussions at the University of Toronto's Sports Medicine Clinic.
It has historically been taken much too casually.
Hockey forward Lindsay Hall has already had 3.
The most common symptom I've had is just a headache after.
I want you to stare at something over there on the models. And
concussions are easy to miss. The diagnosis is based on symptoms described by the patient: headache, dizziness, nausea. A concussion won't show up on an MRI, and researchers still don't know exactly what happens inside the brain. But they do know that the brain must rest to repair itself. That means the mere act of thinking too much could cause more damage.
If they try to read or write, if they try to be physically active, their brain cannot keep up with the pace.
Let's connect the dots in numerical order.
These days, elite athletes are put through a series of cognitive tests before they're allowed to go back into the game. Because if they go back too soon, there's an increased risk of having another one.
If that happens, you can get terrible brain swelling and a rise in pressure inside your head, and all of that can cause significant brain damage.
Damage that is just now being recognized in professional athletes, like former NHLer Reggie Fleming, who died last year after years of dementia. On autopsy, doctors realized he had chronic traumatic encephalopathy, a degenerative disease caused by too many blows to the brain. Kelly Crow, CBC News, Toronto.